Have you ever thought of it? Dots, dashes, and semicolons. You find the dot when you find I. You find a semicolon when you see 9. Semicolons, dots, and dashes. Where do we find them? Well, the dash apparently is a parent. When they write the word God, you're not supposed to put the O, so you put a dash. When it comes to semicolons, you're either putting it, and not only the semicolons, but all those dots and dashes, and I'm not sure whatever else you call it. Sometimes they just put a little dash line. Have you? Okay, welcome, welcome, welcome. I know you can't see me, but it's dots, dashes, and semicolons. The small J letter has a dot above it. The I letter, the small one, has a dot above it. The I also looks like the number one. The number one, if you would turn it in the shadow of a light or in the light or the shadow of the light, it would turn into a 7. The one would turn into the 7, turning it into the shadow of the light. You take a look at that little line that's on the number one. The double dot, depending on which way you put it, will be the I or the J. The semicolon, or just the um, I don't know, the markings in the semicolon, the dot, and the comma. Let's use the comma instead. So in the comma, you would actually, if you really look at it, it looks like a number 9. So that would represent, let's say, I always used to represent it as the 9 months of birth. So when it's the other way, the comma would be upside down. I don't know what the name of it is. I should be doing this on paper. Is is the 6. So the 6 and the 9, the dots and the dashes seem to represent a breakdown of birth. I always use life, 6 as life. I also use 6 as the God, because what happens with the 6, if you put a dash, okay, take the dice cube and you look at the 6, 3 dots to the left, 3 dots to the right, put a dash in between, you get an H. If you turn the dice cube and you get 3 dots up and 3 dots down, crossways, horizontal and vertical, if you can get what I'm saying. I don't have my book here right now. You would end up with the I, but you wouldn't be using the dash anymore. You would be using a horizontal line. Would that be the number 1 without the hook that's at the top? So I'm just thinking of that. So dots and dashes and semicolons. When you have, every time I think of 9 in birth, I jump to Jupiter, because the numeric value for Jupiter is 99. But we're going to break down Jupiter to a smaller number. And that smaller number will obviously, because it's 99, 9 and 9 is 18. The smallest number will be 18, which will be 1 and 8 is 9. So that's Jupiter birth. We're going to break it down as J1, U3, that's 13. Okay, which 1 and 3 is 4. P for 7, that will be 11. I for 9, that'll be 20. T for 2, that'll be 22. E for 5, it'll be 27. And R for 9, which will be I for 9, which would be 27, 36 total. Let me see that comment again. Galash, Ulysses, Grant, enmity tonight's events. Can you explain that? Galash, Ulysses, what is that? How come the comments came up and I don't know. Galash, Ulysses. I know that from the war. Ulysses, Grant, enmity tonight's event. Where would that night's event be? Roy, Troy. Can't see me. I'm lying down in bed. Lying down in bed. So if you can explain it, I can go on. But anyways, this whole video is about dots and dashes and life before it ever became life, in the previous times before creation. It's a really weird way of looking at it. Anyways, good night. That's it. Say something now, because I have to shut this video down. Thank you for watching. Raphael 72. Wait. First catch a fish seen at the park tonight. Catch a fish seen at the park tonight. So you're somewhere where you can go fishing, just watching. Thanks. So, yes, I'm not really sure if I should be saying anything else. Yes, I don't know why these comments come up. Grant Roger, where are you from? Okay, we're gonna dots and dashes. Not sure where to go from this. Just can't seem to keep my whole mind is. Oh, British Columbia, really cool. My son was just out there. British Columbia, Vancouver, right? Right. BC 2311, connecting Mars, connecting creation. You know, number 23 and number 15, the letters BC before the Christ. You know, I'm not a religious man. Try to stay calm. Man, if you know what's going in my head, I don't like something and I just can't get it out of my head. I just can't get it out of my head. I know that if I had a lot of money, I'd be able to be secure in one area in which would help me a lot. And it's not the money that's bothering me, because only a few $1,000,000 would help me. And what would that actually get me? Nothing to do with having the money. It's because I would be spending it, and I'd only spend it on health and other people's health, and to free up the world in the health system. That's what's in my mind right now. So it's really not a personal thing, other than the personal aggravation that I have with you know, I can't even explain it. But anyways, I never even like to mention that, because money is like so funny. And I think the word money is number 72, and house is number 6886. So house money is 7286. Anyways, the mouse is moving, and we're going to say peace and good night. Thank you for watching this video. Take care, Mr. Rogers. Take care, Troy. Take care, Troy and Mr. Rogers. Troy, Mr. Rogers. TRGR, Grant Rogers. Troy, I'm just trying to think. 79, birth. 7, Grant Rogers. GR, green and red. Christmas time. R and T. R and T. R and T, G and R and T. Roger Rabbit, right? Dog money, yeah. Doji money, yeah. We don't need it. We don't need it. You know what we need? We have an imbalance of jobs, and the imbalance of jobs that we have is caused not by the people's choice of what they want to do in their life, but it's caused by the imbalance of the nature of the governing, things that are being governed out there. There's a lot of laborers out there, but I guarantee you, if a lot of these laborers had a little bit more money to go to school, a lot of them may have ended up to be doctors. And rules and regulations have also separated people from making choices in their life. There are 7 billion people on this planet, and almost 4 billion people don't have a choice, a greater choice of being capable of going through further schooling. Although the people that have gone through further schooling, I'd like to call, let's look at the further schooling where it doesn't cost much, the medicine men. But the medicine men and women are not accepted because they don't have the paper that goes along with it. But the herbs and the spices around the world that cure all kinds of sicknesses are being blocked because of the way the small percentage has set up the set this scenario up. So we are going through hoping, believing, hoping and believing. I'd like to think that we're going through some sort of portal where one system will crash and another one will rise, and we are in between the geography. Yes, focus on the geography. Well, out of Africa, is that what they said? Out of Africa, AF 1 and 6, the half-life birth Africa, 169931, 1 6 is 7 and 18 is 25. Earth moon birth addresses, the ADD addresses meaning what? Addresses to what? Where are these addresses? To add the addresses. It's funny that you said that, because if you add the headrest of the address of these medicine people, we would see something so much different. Medical care is separated into many categories, and it should be actually in sort of one category. You'll go through the deal. I'm going through an ordeal, or I'm going through the deal. Could be a dill pickle. Could be we're in a jam, pickle jam. Not really sure. 12 minutes, 12 video. You know, when you look at the number 23, you can also think of 11, right? Because the 23rd hour is 11 o'clock. Just like when you say 12:21, right? The 21st hour is 9 o'clock. So 12 can also be the 9. The same with 10 can also be 8, because 8 o'clock. 20 can also be 8, because 2000 hours is 8 p.m. and 2200 hours is 10 p.m. and the 10th letter is J and the 22nd letter is life. So life for J. So there's all kinds of ways we can play with the 23rd hour, the 22nd hour, the 21st hour. Just like the 10th month is just like the first month, right? 10th month, first month, 1 plus 0 equals to 1. Does it really mean anything? Is there any truth in it? I believe there is. Is there really any truth in it? Maybe not, but it's part of the system I created, geo-alphanumeric, through what I've put together in the Mr. Tacpan's series of numeric knowledge, and the definitions go along with it. But so Deca December, yeah, so 10. So now you're looking at 10 for December. You got the 10th month of October, which is Octo, which is 8. So you have 8 for the 10th month, and you have 10 for the 12th month. So if the 12th month is actually 1 plus 2 equals 3, tomorrow is 190 for me. Tomorrow is 190 for me. 190, what does that mean? The 190th day from your birthday? Oh, all the comments keep disappearing. I don't know why. You'll go through the deal. You remember 200 Rev 9. Okay, I'm not really sure where that is. It could be a dream. It could be your car. I'm not really sure where it is. Just seemed like the house just went dark. I can take you through the place I'm staying right now, but it's all dark at night. Anyways, if anybody else has something to say, Revelation 9. See, Revelation 9, I don't know much about the Bible, but I would like to know. You know, when I'm speaking and people comment, or when people Roy Grant, What is it? What was that again? What was that again? TR38, GR25, Earth Gold. Yeah, when I shut down this video, I feel like I missed the people I don't even know and I never seen the faces. That's okay. We're gonna have a good night. Good night. For me, it's 11 o'clock. Take care. Bye. Ciao. Pixels. Good night.